royal expert Angela Levin argued that she was frustrated by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's christening plans due to the impact on the Queen. While speaking on TalkRadio with Mike Graham, she said Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were waiting to set a date for their christening, as they wanted one where the Queen could attend. However, Ms. Levin argued that the Queen may not have initially been intending to attend. She added that this put the Queen in a difficult position, as the head monarch would not always attend celebrations for those low in the line for the throne. Ms. Levin said, "But there comes a time when, I don't understand why he doesn't want to move on. He loves his wife, he loves being in America, he has got 2 children, one of each. Terrific, lots of money pouring in because as they say he is box office and yet he is hanging on to this royal family. He wants to keep his titles and he wants to have his daughter baptized for her christening in Windsor." Ms. Levin went on to voice her frustration at Prince Harry admitting he was waiting for a time when the Queen could attend his daughter's christening. She said, "This I don't really like the sound of," he has said, "when the Queen is free. That puts her in a very difficult position because she can't say that she is not free for years. She didn't go to Louis, the 3rd child of Prince William and Kate. It is not a spiteful thing, she sometimes just doesn't do that because they are not close enough to the crown." Mr. Graham agreed and reflected on Harry's fractured relationship with the royal family. He said, "You are left in despair. If you did have such a terrible time with your family and your upbringing, and your whole history, you wouldn't keep revisiting it, would you? You would move on. You would go, okay, I am going to expose this particular part of my life to the dustbin of history. And what I am going to do is look forward with my 2 children and my wife. I am going to be positive and not keep dragging myself back to this place that I apparently hate." The Duke of Sussex is set to release a book about the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, he said in a statement. The memoir is being published by Penguin Random House next year. However, one royal expert thinks he might regret revealing details of his life as a royal. Royal journalist Ingrid Seward explained how Prince Harry's experience releasing a book could be similar to the late Princess Diana's. Writing in The Sun, she said, "Revealing personal details of such a public royal life as Harry's cannot be a good idea. It may well come back to haunt him, especially if it upsets his grandmother, and then he changes his mind about what he has said." Diana regretted doing her book, so she said. She certainly regretted making millions for everybody else out of her own sad revelations. This could be the worst mistake of Harry's life. Prince Harry released a statement confirming the news and vowing to give readers a wholly truthful insight into his life. He said, "I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think. I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity to share what I've learned over the course of my life so far, and excited for people to read a first-hand account of my life that's accurate and wholly truthful." The Duke is also expected to be donating proceeds to charity. However, royal expert Victoria Murphy warned Harry faces backlash if his upcoming autobiography is not truthful. Writing for Town Country magazine, Ms. Murphy said, "But there can be no getting away from the fact that, just as the Oprah interview and many of his other comments have done, this book will also shape how others are seen. The man who hated other people editing his life story now has the power and responsibility to do just that for whoever he decides should make an appearance in his book. The prince, who has spoken often about the need for truthful reporting, will now have to make decisions about how he presents his facts, and which facts he chooses to present in what is gearing up to be one of the most talked about autobiographies ever." The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are on the charm offensive to prove they are happy and not trapped, a royal expert has claimed. In a bombshell interview, Prince Harry claimed that his brother William and father Prince Charles are trapped within the controlling system of the British monarchy. Now, royal biographer Duncan Larcombe has spoken to Closer magazine and said, "William and Kate have kept a dignified silence, but now they're letting their actions do the talking. It's almost as if they're sending a secret message to Harry and Meghan saying, 'We're going to keep going, we're still here, we're not backing down, we're carrying on.' It's a message to Harry that life continues, with or without him." Kate and William have been making very public appearances in Scotland and the G7 in recent months and have spoken out against racism. Following the despicable racist attacks on England footballers Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho and Bukayo Saka, William tweeted, "I am sickened by the racist abuse aimed at England players after last night's match. It is totally unacceptable that players have to endure this abhorrent behavior. It must stop now and all those involved should be held accountable." The news comes after Prince Harry's announced he is releasing a tell-all memoir which will be available next year. The prince has suggested it will be a definitive account of the experiences, adventures, losses, and life lessons that have helped shape him. It is expected to cover all aspects of his life from his childhood to his time in the UK Army, as well as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's sensational move to quit as senior royals. A royal source reacted to the news by saying, "Oh gosh." The source claimed there was now a tsunami of fear within royal circles about what the Duke of Sussex will say in his book. However, the book's publisher said the book would be intimate and heartfelt. Speaking to the Daily Mirror, a royal source said, "Ever since leaving royal life, Harry and Meghan have made claim after claim of how they allege they have been treated. Since their interview with Oprah Winfrey, tensions have been running very high. This is because as much of what they said has since been proven to be unreliable at best. There is a now tsunami of fear among the royals over what Harry will write. Many hope he may correct a few things but do not hold much hope." Among royal circles, Prince Harry is regarded as having given his family very little warning about his plans. A royal source speaking to The Sun said, "Harry scrambled to contact his family only when he knew the story was coming out. This was just moments before it became public.